Like a lot of folks, my wife and I worry about our kids every morning when they head off to school. Maybe parents always have, but it seems these days there is so much more to worry about. School security is increasingly becoming high-tech, but Kate Flexter tells us how to ensure our schools are safe is also becoming increasingly controversial. Kate.
Well, thank you, Alan. It all comes down to striking a balance between keeping schools safe and maintaining a comfortable learning environment. Some say any more school security would be too much, while others say more needs to be done.
School is back in session, and as thousands of students head back to local schools, safety is a top priority. School security is now a precise and high-tech operation. In Sarasota County, staff monitor thousands of cameras.
It's number one on my list, my staff's list, the district's list, keeping the children safe, the faculty safe, and our visitors safe.
The district now has a new security director who's putting into place a new ID screening process for anyone visiting a school, but it's likely the start of several other changes.
Our system of security is not a one and done kind of thing. It is a living system, so we will continue to make changes and improvements to it throughout the year.
And in Manatee County, a similar story.
Kids learn more effectively if they feel safe and secure, whether they're at home or whether they're in the school environments.
The district is testing a new app that could make communication during emergencies much easier.
Everybody can be notified if there's some type of emergency situation going on at one of our schools, all of our administration and senior staff.
It's all part of the evolution of school security, something the executive director of the School Advocacy Council, Kurt Lavarello, has witnessed firsthand. From Columbine in 1999 to the Sandy Hook shooting in 2012, he's seen state and federal funding ebb and flow in the aftermath of those tragedies.
It can't be just when we have a Columbine or just when we have a Sandy Hook, we start rallying all the troops together and seeing what we can do. We should be doing that long before we have, and hopefully don't have, a Sandy Hook or a Columbine incident.
As for local school security, Lavarello says it's on the right path, but worries about districts around the country becoming complacent in between those tragedies.
You think about what we do in our banks to keep money safe. We have guards and we have vaults, and that's money, that's cash. Yet in our schools, our children, oftentimes we don't do enough.
Right now, the controversial topic is a proposal to arm teachers on school campuses.
What you have is basically an entire area with a whole bunch of defenseless people.
For advocates like attorney Jeff Young, it's a necessary last line of defense.
It's always better for the person to try and protect themselves than to wait for a secondary source to come because they just can't get there fast enough.
Young clarifies that this proposal would require willing volunteers who would go through extensive firearm training.
But I think if enough time and effort is put into that, you can find the right people, the right safety, and the right procedures to make sure that you give at least the people on campus a fighting chance.
But opponents like Lavarello say it could complicate situations when security is breached, making it hard to differentiate the bad guys from the good guys.
My position has always been, bringing more guns onto our schools is absolutely not what we need to do. There's no evidence at all to suggest that that's an effective means to keep our schools safe.
Instead, Lavarello says we should focus our efforts and funding on adding more school resource officers on each campus, a program that's been drastically reduced in the last decade, as well as training teachers and administrators to listen to students and recognize any red flags.
We stop more school safety incidents from occurring because we kept our ear to the ground and we heard other kids talking, or we created an environment where it was conducive to kids to come and let us know when they felt that there might be a threat.
Both Manatee County and Sarasota County school districts say we can expect some changes as the school year gets underway.
Kate, thank you.